Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, we are going to be going over the weekly deals and discounts in Grand Theft Auto Online. The first vehicle we're going to start off with is this, the Kanata. It is the only flying vehicle on sale this week. Would I suggest to buy it? Well, no. The Kanata is extremely expensive. Even on discount, it's like $1.6 million. And the big problem I personally have with the Kanata is that, well, I can call in my Sparrow literally by going to services and then Kosatka and clicking Sparrow. It takes like half a second and it spawns. As you can see, mine spawned over there. It takes literally like 2 seconds to do that. To call in your Kanata, you have to call Pegasus, or you have to go into your interaction menu, scroll through vehicles, find it, and then it's going to spawn like a mile away and you can't call in a personal vehicle to go get it. It's just a lot of extra steps, and the fact that the Sparrow is not only a faster flying helicopter, but as well the Sparrow carries flares and missiles kind of defeats the purpose of the Kanata, in at least my personal opinion. If you think it's still a good deal, pick it up, but I definitely wouldn't say that it should be high on your priority list. Now we move over to the two freebies this week, starting off with the Z-Type. This is an absolutely fantastic Bugatti, and you can get it as long as you finish first place 3 days in a row in the LS Car Meet. A little bit trickier, and it's honestly a really nice vehicle. It's one of the fastest sports classics in the game, which is crazy for how old it is. I'm not a huge fan of it just because I don't really like the back design. I've never liked this kind of overhanging back design, but still an absolutely amazing vehicle, and I would definitely suggest to try to get your hands on. The Postlude is going to be part of the Wheel Spin this week. It's a pretty sweet tuner car. I can't really say too much special about it. It's just a fun little vehicle that if you like, pick it up, or I guess don't. It really depends on how lucky you are on the Wheel Spin, right? Now we move on to the Legendary Motorsport discount, and I gotta say, some of these discounts are absolutely fantastic. So I'm first of all going to go over all of the prices. So we got the Corsita, which is about $500,000 off. Then we've got the Cinque Mila, I don't know how to pronounce Spanish things, but it's another $500,000 off. We have the Pfister Astron, which is about $450,000 off. We have the Champion, which is about $700,000 off. The Ignis, which is also about $700,000 off. Pretty good deals right there. I don't think there's any... Oh yeah, that's right. The Inverto Coquette D10 is another $500,000 off, and I think that's all there is in this tab. Let me see if we missed any vehicles. No, that appears to be about it for Legendary. So let us start off with the Corsita, which I would highly suggest to get your hands on. This is not only one of the fastest sports cars in the game, but as well, it features one of the best lap times for sports cars in the game. Add that in with the fact that this vehicle, in my opinion, looks absolutely amazing. The front looks menacing, and I mean, it's just an amazing looking vehicle, and the fact that you can get it $500,000 off, if you don't already own the Corsita, in my opinion, this would be the time to pick it up. It's just a great vehicle, and I mean, it does everything you need it to. It's a sports car, it's stylish, it's fast, and I do really love the way that spoiler has the little fender flares on the side of it. Overall, definitely a great buy, and if you don't own it, as I said, I would suggest to pick up, especially when you can save about maybe 30% of the price tag on the vehicle. All right, let's make our way to the next one, which is the Pegassi Ignis. Now, I really like the Ignis. I saw this vehicle when I started doing the Dr. Dre heist for money, and as soon as I saw it, I needed to figure out what this was. I had a long break on GTA, came back, and I love this vehicle. I absolutely love this vehicle. I don't remember exactly which Lamborghini this is based off in real life. I think it starts with a V. You guys can let me know in the comments. You always know and correct me when I mess up my cars. But yeah, I love the Ignis. And I should also point out that this is one of the better lap time supercars in the game, and that is because of two reasons. First of all, it has absolutely insane acceleration. You can see already 80, 90, and, well, we were going to go 100, but I was a little too studied and in depth on looking at my Speedo instead of actually driving. But yeah, it's got really good handling, it's got really good cornering capabilities, and that's great. Normally Lamborghinis are not the best on handling, they just have a big ol' engine that goes blah 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 blah. So yeah, great deal, $700,000 off. I also think that that is a pretty dang good deal to get your hands on. Now this is an absolute steal. It is the only armored vehicle in the entire list. It is the Amani Tech Champion. Champion. Now, the Champion has a top speed of 124-ish miles per hour. It's the same as the Adder. And while it doesn't have the best top speed, it does actually have fantastic handling. That is the big advantage of this vehicle compared to the Buffalo STX, which goes 2 miles per hour faster. You can see here it does have really good handling, especially for what is an armored vehicle. It's pretty dang good. Now, when it comes to the armor on this vehicle, if you were to see, it has semi-bulletproof glass, which you can see here. So if you shoot at the glass, you're not going to penetrate through it unless you shoot it 26 times with a rifle, although I should point out that a minigun will cut straight through the glass. As well, this vehicle can survive 12 homing missiles, and add that in with the fact that you can't even home on it if you put a missile lock-on jammer, and wow, is this an absolutely amazing vehicle. And then it gets even better, because this week, payphone hits are going to pay you 1.5 times the money, and that also means, yes, you guessed it, agencies are 40% off. So, yeah, just some absolutely fantastic deals going around, and just the more reason to get your hands on the Champion. Not only are agencies 40% off, but all the purchases made inside of an agency are on sale as well. Next up, we have another vehicle being the Everto Coquette D10. This is actually an incredibly fast sports car. I think it actually made it into my top 10 fastest sports cars. Goes over 130 miles per hour or something like that if I'm not mistaken, but it's really fast. I also think it looks absolutely amazing. It's obviously based off the C8 Corvette, which is, in my opinion, one of the best looking Corvettes that they've ever pumped out. So I really like this vehicle, and it's got a bit of a speed bump glitch that when you're driving super fast, it's actually able to go even faster, upwards of 150 to 160 miles per hour. Overall, I really like the Coquette. You can see we're already going over 120 here, 130. It's just a super fast vehicle. There you go, 140. So I really like the car, and I think it looks super stylish as well. And the fact that you can get it on sale, again, a really good deal. Sometimes Rockstar doesn't hit it home with the cars that are on sale, but I have to say this week, so far, all of these are absolute bangers. This one, I can't say it's a banger, but it's not a bad deal. It's a pretty good 4-seater, definitely one of the faster sedans in the game. In fact, it might be the fastest sedan, right up there next with the Reinhardt, which is also on sale. So, I mean, pretty good deals. This is, I think, based off of a Maserati in real life. I could be wrong, but to me, it looks like a Maserati. The back kind of looks like a Jaguar, though. So, yeah, maybe not. All I know is that front grille is definitely reminding me of a Maserati. You can see, though, the handling is absolutely fantastic. I'm absolutely jerking on the stick and no swaying whatsoever on losing grip or anything like that. So, yeah, again, don't know how to pronounce it. Cinquemila, King, I give up. Either way, it's a really good car. It's a lot cheaper. What was it? $500,000 off, something around there. It's a pretty good deal for everything that's considered. And yeah, if you got a lot of friends, I would suggest to pick it up. Now, if you don't have 4 people that are going to get in your car, then I wouldn't really suggest to buy it. It's a sedan. It's not a sports car. And even though it drives like a sports car, it's not the same. So if you only have yourself or one other friend that you normally play with, I would suggest to go for one of these cars in the pile over here rather than the 4-door, because it's not really going to benefit you all too much. And that goes the exact same for this, the Pfister Astron, which is an SUV. Now, to me, I don't really see the advantage of an SUV when you can buy a sedan. I feel like sedans are just better handling SUVs as they both carry 4 people. However, I would say the biggest advantage that the Astron has over a lot of sedans is, first of all, absolutely fantastic acceleration, as it has ridiculously good grip, and as well, it's pretty good at off-roading, actually. A lot of people don't actually think about off-roading in these kind of Porsche Macan vehicles, but I think that these any SUV can actually be really good at off-roading because they got a bit better ground clearance, especially if you don't put them as low down as possible. But you can see the Astron is actually really fast. It's one of the fastest SUVs in the game. So not a bad vehicle. I wouldn't personally buy it because I don't really see the point in buying an SUV, as I said, when you can buy a sedan. But it's an option. It is an option. Now we make our way over to Southern San Andreas. We have 4 vehicles on sale, and Rockstar was nice to me this week. All the vehicles on sale are right on the main page. We got the Reinhardt, which is about $500,000 off. The Vigera Vigero CX, which is about $400,000 off. I guess they didn't want to make it too cheap because they know so many people do like the car. And we finish off with the Declasse Draugr, which is $400,000 off to $500,000 off, depending on which of the trade prices you have unlocked. What I should say is that I made a bit of a mistake. For some reason, I thought the Conjo was on sale. I don't really know why. So this car here is not on sale. The other ones are, but just kind of ignore this car. I shouldn't have put that in the list. So the first vehicle we have is the Ubermacht Reinhardt, which I actually really like. It's a super, super cool sedan. It's definitely based off the BMW wagons, and my mom actually owned a BMW wagon. Pretty nice car. It's got a super duper good engine, the same type of engine that I think the M series carries on the Beamers. So yeah, really nice car. It's got upwards of 125, 26 mile per hour top speed if I'm not mistaken from what I remember, and it's also got really good handling. So it's not only one of the fastest sedans in the game, not only one of the nicest looking sedans in my personal opinion, but add that on to the final fact that it's also got great lap time and handling. And yeah, if you like, again, a 4-seater and you want to have a lot of people in your car, I would definitely suggest to pick up the Reinhardt because it is a really good vehicle, and you can see just how fast it is. You don't really expect a sedan to go as fast as a sports car, but well, it's surprising they do, but we're starting to get into that territory. Now, the Vigero, if you don't own the vehicle, I would just say buy it if you like muscle cars, because this is about as iconic of a muscle car as you get. Everybody's putting the Bumblebee on it. I don't really put the Bumblebee on it. I know everybody's like, Transformers! And I'm like, nah, be original, make a new skin on it. And that's what I did here. I really think that this purple, especially the way it kind of is iridescent in the sun, looks amazing. I love the way it looks, especially with that spoiler on the back. Overall, I would say the Vigero is one of my favorite looking muscle cars in the game. It doesn't have good handling, I will definitely say that, but it's a muscle car, who cares? And if you're playing on the next generation consoles, you can also make this HSW, which makes it incredibly fast. I'm still praying that Rockstar gives us poor PC players HSW, as we deserve it. But yeah, the Vigero, it's a good deal. I wouldn't say it's amazing because it's a slight discount, but it seems like that's the biggest discount Rockstar is going to give you on it, so take what you can get, right? So, finally, we have the Draugr, which I would say is another steal. The fact that it's on sale, and the fact that it is not only the fastest off-road vehicle in the game, but it's one of the best when it comes to just climbing literally anything in front of you, is pretty dang insane. And it's not an expensive vehicle either. The Draugr is just amazing. I mean, look at the insane amount of grip this vehicle has. It truly is an awesome, awesome vehicle. It may not look the best, but who cares when it literally, as you're going to notice here, can drive up the side of a cliff. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. These are the weekly deals and discounts of Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, the final thing I should talk about is money-making discounts, and that would be, or not discounts, but just bonus money in general when it comes to your businesses. You can sell your your bunker for double the money. So pretty nice. That means your bunker can sell for what, like almost $2 million? That's a lot. I'm definitely going to be trying to sell my bunker in high demand lobbies. But as well, I should add into the fact that you're going to be making an extra 50% cash on your payphone hits, as I said earlier. So yeah, some absolutely fantastic money making strategies, and I'll probably be streaming. I'm hoping that I have enough time this week to stream, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But hopefully, as always, you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, you know what to do. And yeah, stay tuned for money-making guides, whatnot, and fun content. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, no, Draugr! Oh, never mind. That's not nearly as deep as I thought it was. Bye-bye.